Here's some fun facts for you about the 4th of July. 3 years before launching their amazing revolution against the so-called tyrant English, slave owners and land speculators in the American colony worried that the Somerset versus Stuart decision in England would lead to an end of unlimited slavery and westward expansion. Charles Stuart was ruled to be illegally holding James Somerset in bondage. The ruling, many argue, led to the so-called American Revolution. Revolutionaries, by the way, who were called terrorists by the English government at the time. This was not a movement for political independence or individual freedom. It was a movement to protect slavery and the right to murder and steal the land from native people without government interference or limits. Why do you think they've always been so anti-government? So the elites in America decided to leave the English crown in search of the freedom to crush revolts on slave plantation and continue their horrid genocide against the natives. So Thomas Jefferson, a man who fathered children by a teenage slave of his, stole some ideas from the Iroquois League of Nations. You know that whole democracy and rights thing? Check out the book Indian Givers to see how much was appropriated and stolen from the natives. Soon the elites funded General George Washington, who famously lost every battle where he traded slaves, offered rewards for those that escaped the White House plantation. Some even argue the English government let the American elite win. It was cheaper to buy stuff and trade from them than to fund all their wars, fights against plantation revolt, and Indian wars. You know, capturing, transporting, and holding slaves can be expensive, just like killing native people. I'm not trying to ruin your holiday, but if you think this day is about freedom and independence, you're tripping. The United States has always been a slave colony and a mass grave for millions of natives. The Powhatan, the Wampanoag, the Pequot, the Nagaset, the Lenape, the Mohegan, the Abenaki, the Massachusetts, Tuscarora, Cherokee, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Creek, Seminole, Shawnee, and the Miami people who we now know traded with the Aztecs and the Mayans in what is now Mexico and Central America. To learn more about the horrible treatment of the natives and the early days, read The American Holocaust and Howard Zinn's A People History of the United States. Happy 4th of July.